The country's gross domestic product registered a trajectory of 6.1% for 2014. For 2015, there is great optimism. The Philippines will register better figures ranging from 6.5 to 7%. And tonight we are joined by Mr. Sergio Ortiz, Chairman Emeritus of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce. Good evening, sir. Welcome to NewsLife.
Good evening.
Sir, for 2015, are you confident that the country will be bullish? And how important is government spending to boost economic activity in the private sector?
Well, we are confident that the growth in this year and next year will be better than what we have experienced in 2014. Well, for one, aside from the fact that there will be pre-election spending already that will be coming in, that is a big factor. And the recovery of certain areas where we have a problem in the world as trading partners is beginning to clear up. No, we just don't know what will be the effect of the volatility, or at least the price of fuel now. No. And what will be the effect in other business, because you don't know what will happen. It can change overnight. No? Nobody has ever guessed what the OPEC will come up with. So that is a big question mark.
Now, which sectors do you think in the economy will sustain their growth in 2015?
Again, the services sector is the one we can bet on, that will continue. Hopefully, the semiconductor sector will perform as expected. No? They have been from -20 the other year. They're now projecting in the vicinity of 10% growth. No? And I think that's a fair estimate. We are also looking at the other metal manufacturers, car parts, things like those, and because of the GSP Plus, we're looking at the improvement of certain product like garments. The garment will be a beneficiary of that, and some food sector.
Now, what are the concerns of the business sector which they think could hurt the economy this year?
Well, again, the developments in this Bangsamoro, if there's a problem in that, some political issues on that. Also, as I said, the volatility that might arise because of the fuel uncertainty and whether it's still going down or it will stop or it will go back to a high. No? And I hope that they don't have a too much low target for inflation, because there is always a danger of deflation if you have too much low target in inflation, because when you have a low target for inflation, some sectors really are in deflationary mode because it's an average, and we should be careful of that.
Now, how important is the peace in Mindanao and other areas where the communist insurgency is still a problem? And how much did the incident last weekend affect the business community, their observations, their feedback?
I don't think business decisions are made are because of that, no? At least locally. And internationally, there are bigger and worse things that are happening elsewhere, no, which is not being even taken into consideration by investors. So it's a political problem here, and I don't think it really affects the business community that much.
Now, sir, with regards to foreign direct investments, last year it was doing pretty well. Do you think it will be sustained this year?
Well, I think in spite of the fact that we have been increasing in foreign direct investment, we're still at the tail end. No? So no big thing. We still have to try our effort in bringing foreign direct investment here. Now, the hot money, portfolio money is coming again, and I'm not so happy with that, because there is a big danger in these things, because these are money that are not wanted elsewhere, and we are welcoming them.
So what do you think would be the big danger when that happens?
Well, you know what the Soros did in Thailand before, no? And you know that even Malaysia, they even taxed the investment, no? That when you withdraw after before certain periods, you are taxed, and that's why they all came here. And until now, we are not regulating that.
Is there a way where we can shield ourselves from any downfall from that?
Well, unless we come up with some regulation, short of taxing them as heavy as the other ones, then at least we can temper the volatility in that, because we are not comfortable with portfolio money. It's nothing like the foreign direct investment, and we might be complacent with the fact that this money are coming in. They can go tomorrow very quickly.
In the absence of any monitoring right now, what else can we do to actually shield the economy, the businesses here, with the hot money coming in?
Well, I don't think we can do much except that policy-wise. No? We can do probably short of taxi. We can do some requirement in how to repatriate them.
Now, sir, how important is the country's hosting of the APEC this year?
It's important in the sense that whatever bad publicity we're having there, if we're able to host it well, in the same manner that we have welcomed the Pope and it ended well, then I think we will be really in the radar scene somehow of the world, no? And well, will that happen in Mindanao now? Whatever negative aspect it can bring to investors or to tourists, it will be negated if the APEC is held here and nothing untoward happens.
Any feedback or observations from the foreign business community on what is happening right now in the Philippines?
Well, as I said, there will be a lot of comments about what has happened in the Philippines, but at the end of the day, I don't think business decision will be made with what happened in Mindanao.
And finally, sir, next steps, how can we maximize hosting the APEC here? And also, 2015 is supposed to be ASEAN integration.
Well, I guess there's so short a time, but you should prioritize, for instance, some of the infrastructure that we have to do. And we have to beef up our other facilities in order to be able to host it well.
Okay, on that note, thank you very much for joining us here tonight on NewsLife. That was Mr. Sergio Ortiz Luis, Chairman Emeritus of the PCCI. Thank you, sir, for joining us.